Welcome back to the Grow Your Nutrition Business Podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Coyne, founder of Healthy Steps Nutrition, CrossFit HSN, and HSN Mentoring, where we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. The Nutrition Business Virtual Workshop is in less than 2 weeks. On Friday, July 10th, HSN Mentoring is hosting a one-day virtual event. This event will consist of presentations, application, and breakout sessions with the HSN Mentoring leadership team to apply all the information. How many times have you listened to a webinar or attended a conference and all the information sounded awesome, but you weren't really sure how to apply it to your business? In the Nutrition Business Virtual Workshop, you will walk away with a clear, actionable plan to help you run your business. There is an owner's track and a coach's track, and tickets are on sale and available today for only $169. The price increases to $199 on July 1st, so buy your ticket today. Today's guest on the podcast is Jen Grenell, the co-owner of Progression Fitness and Nutrition. She is a nurse practitioner, nutrition coach, and has been on the HSN mentoring team for over 2 years. She brings a unique perspective. The vision of Progression is to provide the community with an alternate, more accessible form of healthcare. In today's episode, we discuss diversifying your offerings to reach more people, supporting your nutrition clients beyond a challenge or a 12-week program, keeping your clients engaged for 2+ years, which she has nutrition clients who she's been working with for over 2 years, and expanding your reach with partnerships and supporting local businesses. Enjoy. Jen Grenell, welcome to the Grow Your Nutrition Business Podcast.
Thanks for having me, Nicole.
Super excited about this. You wear so many hats in the business and with HSN Mentoring. Tell me a little bit about yourself and Progression Fitness and Nutrition.
Yeah, so I am a nurse practitioner. I have been in the healthcare industry for a little over 20 years. Back when I graduated from nurse practitioner training back in 2009, my husband and I decided that we wanted to do more with our healthcare backgrounds and really help people with their health and their wellness. And we decided to open up a gym. So that's when Progression Fitness came about. And we've been an affiliate or a gym for about 10 years. And it's been a great opportunity to really give people access to not only a place where they can exercise, but for many people, it's become a place where they can truly get well. And it's another, like a second family for many people. So yeah, we started a nutrition program about 2 years ago officially. We'd always talked about nutrition, but never had a formal platform. So when HSN came along, we started with that, and it really streamlined the process of giving people a platform for nutrition coaching. That was in actually 2017, and then back in 2018, you called, and I joined the mentoring team. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
We've watched your program grow so much, and you guys are able to help so many people. It really is a standard. People get started with nutrition and fitness, but you guys have a whole nother group of people that you're helping with just nutrition.
Yep, absolutely. We have many people that come into the gym that are just interested in doing nutrition coaching. Fitness isn't in the cards. They're not interested in the exercise piece, but they want help with eating healthy, which is great. It's part of their foundation. And many of them, graduate into adding in the fitness piece, but it's a great place to start to really gain some health.
Absolutely. It's not as intimidating, right? I think you have such a unique perspective having that nurse practitioner background, and you and Josh really opening up the gym with the vision of just helping people get well and providing exactly what you said, an alternate source of healthcare. So someplace that you could really focus on disease prevention instead of what you're seeing at the hospital all the time, kind of people on the other side of the spectrum, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Access to healthcare, a lot of people don't have it. And for many people, patients of mine at the hospital, it's too late. They come in with really high blood sugars and a lot of comorbidities. And people are interested in a sense, not becoming my patient, not ending up in the hospital with a lot of problems. And it's exciting to see people wanting to work on quality of life before they get those diseases. So it's fun to be able to provide that access for people.
There's just so much noise out there when you look at the diet industry and weight loss industry. You know, it's over $75 billion industry at this point, just in the US, and over double that worldwide. And there's just so much noise out there, and you have created a safe place for your community to come in and know you guys are truly there to help support them on their journey, not just there to give them a pill or another supplement or a powder to take to kind of cover up the root cause of why they're having those issues, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, there is so much different information out there of what are the best diets, where to start. And that's what we hear from a lot of people is we came to you guys because we knew that you'd give us, a safe place to start, something that wasn't complicated. So, yep.
And you guys have really built your brand on not only the fitness, but really health, wellness, nutrition. I mean, it's the total package. It's not like you guys just offer one type of class. You have many different offerings in person and virtual to help support your community wherever they're starting from. Talk to me a little bit about kind of that journey and your vision with Josh to create such a well-rounded brand.
Yeah. So from the fitness side of things, we started with just one offering, but based off of our members, we really listen a lot to our members and what their goals are. And, our population is so diverse. We have, people in their teens. We have people that are, approaching their 80s. So we wanted to make sure that we were all inclusive and that we had something for everybody. One of our values is fitness for everyone. So, we offer a lot of different things, between the high intensity classes. We offer, endurance programming. We have a Rev boot camp class for people that aren't interested in using a lot of heavy weights, a little bit less intimidating, like lower barrier of entry class. We also have strength classes, kettlebells. We have PT if you're interested more in a one-on-one non-group option. And then many of our coaches have specialty interests. So an example, Josh will occasionally do an obstacle course race training program to get ready for endurance season. So yeah, there's really a little bit of everything. So we try to make sure that we have all kinds of different offerings, knowing that we have so many different types of members.
But it's also a retention strategy if you think about it. You know, you guys doing these seasonal programs and getting people into different types of things, something new, exciting, it's going to keep them more interested and engaged, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
One of the things that you guys do really well, and it's not just you have a team of nutrition coaches at this point, but one of the things you guys do really, really well is retaining your nutrition clients and really setting them up for a long-term journey with you to support them for the long haul, not just a challenge or a quick fix. Talk to me about some of the retention strategies that you use with clients to help them understand that nutrition coaching isn't just a 6-week program or 12-week program. You're there for a while with them.
Yeah, we really try to individualize our program for each person based off of their goals. We talk a lot from the beginning about where they ultimately want to be and the why for wanting to get to that ultimate result. And when we talk to them, this offer of help, we talk to them about, how long it's going to realistically take to learn different habits. So we give them an individualized recommendation for length of engagement from the beginning. And we build it into their membership with a wellness membership. So, And definitely with any of the interaction, it's not, scripted. It's definitely personalized based off of, what they're struggling with. So yeah, we've had some really good success with long-term clients. I have two that I've worked with one-on-one since we almost started the program. They're going on 2 years of working with me. So it's really cool to be a part of their journey and see that transformation.
What do you think separates you guys in helping those clients understand that long-term journey? I think so many nutrition coaches really struggle, and especially when I talk to gyms that launch a nutrition challenge and then their program kind of ends after that. Talk to me about kind of what are some things that you do beyond the individual coaching to help set your clients up for understanding it's going to be that long-term process?
Yeah, again, talking from the beginning about, how long it's going to realistically take to get to their ultimate goal is one. That's just one piece. I think, mapping out their journey and explaining that it's not just about, tracking food and calories and macros, but kind of highlighting like, hey, based off of your goals, here's a couple habits that we need to start with, and let them know that, it's going to take time for that habit formation. So we kind of map out a little journey for them and say like, hey, there's different things throughout the year that you may be dealing with. So know like at this point, we'll add in, different habits to work on to overcome these different obstacles. So we really try to personalize a journey from the beginning. And we really try to help people with what they're really struggling on in that one-on-one coaching. So we just tell them like, hey, this is going to take time. We're honest with them. It's not easy. And we just tell them like, hey, we're not going to give up on you. We're going to be with you every step of the way. I think with the challenge, our discussion has been, that this is a kickoff point. This challenge is different. I think a lot of us have done challenges where it's 4 weeks or 6 weeks, and then everybody, loses track at the end because they're just done. So we talk with them about not taking on too much all at once. And then that the expectation is to think about your long-term goals at the beginning of the challenge and to sign up for ongoing coaching at the end, because this is just a kickstart.
Absolutely. I think that's a great point. And, what you're talking about with individualizing and taking a step-by-step approach, in my opinion, really we're talking about building a relationship with a client so that you build that trust with them and they know that they can count on you, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, you're really building that relationship of being that accountability partner. I've heard from more than one client that they say, I don't have that support at home. I don't have a great network, but I know that I can always count on you for being consistent and being there to help me through difficult times. So you have a really awesome opportunity as a nutrition coach to be that person where many people in some of these people's lives haven't been there for them on a consistent basis. So I think that's the really cool part about being a nutrition coach.
Absolutely. And maybe just bringing like a different perspective and I'm thinking about that new resource that we released in June about the inner circle inventory with the Master Habits course, identifying who else would be a good support system to help you on your journey and really helping those clients identify, because sometimes they're not the closest people to you and maybe you just need to reach out and have that extra layer of support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you're helping people identify those tools. They may not realize that they have different people in their lives as that support person. So, yeah,
absolutely,
that's a great resource, by the way.
Ashley did good with that one. Talk to me about one of the things you guys do amazing at Progression, and we always use you guys as an example, is partnerships and corporate wellness, and really leveraging the community that you built to expand your reach, but help those clients that you have that own businesses or are part of other local businesses. Talk to me about kind of your thought behind all the partnerships that you do and give me some examples.
Yeah. The partnerships came about. We spend a lot of time talking with our members to see how we can help them if they have recommendations of people that they know that we can help. In terms of partnerships, we started with trying to solve a problem of our clients. And we always thought about like, how can we work smarter? So we looked to people within our community that owned businesses or businesses that were in our community that we could reach out to and form these partnerships. One of the first ones specific to the nutrition program was the partnership with our local grocery store. Many of my clients at the time, they were super busy. They were not familiar with preparing their own food. Many of them worked 12 hours plus, didn't have that time, but they were motivated and wanting to have access to balanced meals. So I reached out to our local grocery store to talk about our program, explain our, mission and our values, and see how we could work together to have these balanced meals that were branded, but also available all the time for people, not only from our nutrition program in our facility, but also, available as another access point to people in our community to have access to healthy food. So that was the first one that we did. And then from there, it was really like meeting with business owners within our facility to see, hey, how can we work together, help your employees or your customers? And then it kind of went from there. We have a financial planner that he was looking for some creative ways to help his customers. And he wanted to take the spin of, if you invest in your health early, you'll actually be saving money and you can have not only quality of life, but you can be financially sound as you age. And so he wanted to add in, nutrition and fitness talk for his clients. So that was one thing that we did for him. And so got in front of a whole other set of audience. And then we talked with him about, hey, to build you up as an expert, we'll do some nutrition and fitness coaching for you in your office and for his employees. So that was a kind of neat little corporate wellness opportunity at his location. So, yeah.
You guys have gotten so creative with different ways that you've partnered with people. I love talking to you about this because I even learned some things when we talk about corporate wellness. I want to go back to this grocery store because I think this was a really cool opportunity for you guys to brand your nutrition program within the business because you have your logo on these meals that anyone can buy in the grocery store, and it's become a bigger and bigger section. And you've shared with me before, people have recognized those meals that are not even, or recognize your brand that are not even part of the gym from this healthy food option that's now available at the grocery store.
Yeah, it was kind of cool interaction when I was working at the clinic one day. We have a nutrition clinic within our department, and people come from all over the region, and they come to the clinic for their appointments. They might stay a couple days, and one of the patients said, hey, there's this gym in town that has these healthy meals that go along with my plan. Every time I come here, I stock up. How awesome that this facility, works with this grocery store. And she didn't know that I was part of that partnership, but it's really cool to hear that they have an impact and give people access to the tools that they need. So that was pretty cool to hear.
I love that. And you were talking with Heather Cadeau about even doing seminars and different things once grocery stores open back up for larger groups. I mean, there's lots of different, what was the grocery store the brand of grocery store that you have the meals in?
Yeah, it's Hy-Vee, popular chain in the Midwest. They are a chain, but each one is independently owned. So each one will be a little bit different in terms of what they can offer. The store, the one that we work with, they have a dietitian on staff, they have a chef on staff. And so, we started the conversation about, having a small area with meals. You mentioned how it's grown, and yeah, we now have a larger section in the store, but they also, they're open to doing grocery store tours for people at our facility, people that are not familiar with where the healthy food lives at the grocery store. They also have an area for meal prep classes. So we have that opportunity to do private meal prep sessions. And also, if we're not interested in actually prepping food, it's an area where you can do different seminars about different nutrition topics.
That's awesome. One of the things that you mentioned is it's a chain, but they're all independently owned. For people that are listening to this podcast, if you've never done a partnership before, reached out to a business to co-brand something, start with independently owned businesses, not huge chains. It is so much tougher to get to a decision maker when there's more people involved and a higher chain of command. So look for businesses that you frequent often, that you know, have a relationship with, maybe your members own. Start there first before just going to the biggest store in town and trying to land a huge deal. If you build a track record and can say, here's how we've helped all these other businesses, it's going to be much easier for someone to say, okay, yes, I want to work with you as well.
Absolutely.
Any other suggestions that you have for people when talking about partnerships and corporate wellness opportunities? Any other things that kind of come to mind when I know you talk to a lot of our mentoring clients about this, because it's such a huge topic. And when we think about growing your business beyond your walls, this is really where it starts, widening your funnel.
Yeah, I think something that I learned with the partnership with our local restaurant that offers healthy food, really work on making sure that these relationships and these partnerships are mutually beneficial. One of the things that we did, a couple of things that we did with this restaurant was we started that during a challenge. So we did our research beforehand, asked for a healthy menu for people, at our facility doing the challenge could go to and still be human and eat out during a challenge. But we talked about, ways that we could potentially get some advertising in their social media about our program and our challenge. So we made it mutually beneficial in terms of expanding our reach with that partnership. So they did some awesome social media about us. We talked about them. People saw the value in having a place where they could go for healthy food. And then before all of this virtual stuff was a thing, we had them on a weekly accountability session where they could come in and talk to the members doing the challenge about the menu. They sponsored a weekly prize for the challenge. So it was definitely a win-win for both of us. And then at the end, we talked about, hey, let's keep this menu going. We'll promote you, talk to our new members about this menu and partnership community. It's been a really, really great way to continue conversations. They actually broached us with like, hey, do you guys do anything for our employees? You're so passionate about health and wellness. And so it created a nice opportunity to talk about corporate wellness with people at their restaurant. So yeah, definitely make it mutually beneficial. That would be my biggest takeaway.
Absolutely. I think, we all want to help. We're in the business of helping people, right? We want to help, people get healthy and help other businesses succeed. But doing a partnership has to be a win-win for both sides. I love that you brought up, a challenge and getting partnerships and getting sponsors for a challenge. I think that's a great first step for a lot of businesses, gyms to start creating partnerships. The other thing that we started doing is having sponsors for nutrition talks, right? So this is another great virtual option that we give mentoring clients a nutrition talk that for them to deliver and widen their funnel, get more leads every single month, and they can have a co-sponsorship with that. Maybe your grocery store sponsors it and you highlight some of the meals that are an option and easily available for people, but they're sharing it with their following, you're sharing it with your following. Now you're getting more exposure. And when you have another brand talking about your services, your business, it's so much more effective than cold advertising.
Oh, yeah. And as you sit down and kind of map out a plan for your program, those nutrition talks with having those sponsors, that's a great way to nurture those relationships and those partnerships. Kind of looking out in advance, like, hey, if we do them every other month, we could use these community partners and feature them as a great way to kind of keep that relationship going.
Absolutely. That's actually one of the topics, scaling your business outside of your walls. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about at the Nutrition Coaching Virtual Workshop is partnerships and how to build these and leverage some of the tools that we provide every single month for our mentoring clients so that they can grow their own businesses. And if you aren't using our program, that's okay. You just create your own and start nurturing these relationships and building your business, because there's only so many marketing dollars that you have. And if you can, leverage partnerships, you're going to be able to really build an amazing business. Jen, you have helped so many people from your gym side and the mentoring side. What's one piece of advice you would give new nutrition coaches or new gym owners that are trying to build a nutrition program?
People that own a gym, you have such an amazing opportunity to help people. Kind of looping back to our beginning statement about providing people access. Just remember that you have such an amazing opportunity to help people. Don't feel like you have to sell them on something. It's an opportunity for you to truly help people get well. So having a facility and giving people access to a form of primary prevention of chronic disease, you have an awesome opportunity to help so many people that may not otherwise have that access. So just sit back and just get really excited about that opportunity. Adding in a structured nutrition platform just makes you so much more well-rounded, giving your coaches that opportunity to train and really become an expert on the nutrition coaching along with the fitness side. It's a really awesome opportunity.
Absolutely. I love that. Your vision from day one was to help people take control of their health and provide healthcare to people and make it easily accessible and really help change their lives. And you guys are doing such an amazing job with that. And now you're helping gym owners and coaches do the same thing. Jen, thank you for all that you do. You provide such a unique perspective when it comes to the healthcare side, because you're on the complete, both opposite ends of the spectrum, in the hospital, in the healthcare setting, but then also empowering people to focus on the prevention side. And you do such amazing things, and I'm in awe of how you accomplish it all.
Thank you. It's really exciting. Definitely, I get really fired up about talking about the prevention side of things, because, you see the other side of things. And, I truly don't want people to get to that point. So, it's definitely a passion of mine.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast, and thank you for sharing all of your knowledge about client retention and really building a brand that encompasses all health and wellness, not just fitness. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for all that you do, and thanks for having me.
Building a nutrition program can feel overwhelming. Jen, like hundreds of other gym owners around the world, use the HSN Mentoring platform to save time from reinventing the wheel and finally are able to bridge the gap to offer a comprehensive nutrition program. If you are ready to add nutrition in your business, head over to growyournutritionbusiness.com today and book a free call.